Hi everybody, it's Amanda here with Pain of Purpose Coaching, and in today's video I'm going to explain a bit more about how to create and how to be your true self as a creator, live your excitement, live your dreams, and manifest your reality. This is more of a shamanic perspective, but the shamanic perspective is that everything is about our experience and the way we relate to everything in the physical and non-physical. There's an ancient formula that I'm going to share with you too later, but before I do that, I'm going to explain a little about how we lose our ways of being our authentic selves as creators here in 3D. So I got the inspiration to do this video because a client asked me the other day. She was like, how do I begin to create when I'm literally starting from nothing? Like I have nothing, no resources. And everyone is talking about resources and gather your resources, and I literally can't think of them or even where to start. So here was what my reply was to her. Humans often suffer more than necessary because of our disruption in thinking. So it starts way back when we're little, and we start to experience society and systems in the outside world, socialization, and what is and what is not acceptable, like in kindergarten, right? About that age. They take us in at that age to the system to begin to monitor patterns of behavior and whether or not we go along with their system. And it's why they have tests later on to see if we're absorbing the programming. And you might fail the test, which means that you just failed their test. It's not a test of your real life or your real intelligences, and emotional intelligences and so on. We aren't taught emotional intelligences in school at that age. So they start to introduce rewards, right? You do well at these things and you get the rewards. They want you to start buying into their idea of not having any control, buying into their accolades and approval and all of that, so that you give up and just want to be a part of their system, right? So the thing is that you have so much more control than you even realize. See, creation needs to see itself create in order to want to create. And we have to start honoring ourselves as creators. We are told right out of the gate that we are living in a created universe by a creator, so that makes us creators. We forgot because we've been locked into living in a program for so long that it just keeps us down and forgetting these things. It teaches us codependency too, by way of fear and reward mentality, instead of us, you know, learning to create, just, creating to create. So we forget the joy and excitement of creating and manifesting. We live in a matrix, and so the only way to thrive in this thing here is to kind of fight by being a loving disruptor from inside more, within, and work with the tools and rules and resources given, instead of from an antagonistic point of view, which works us to death, drains our energy, and we create from lack. So if we can understand the matrix, we can alchemize our energy, alter our perspectives. We can do our shadow work. We can use all these things as resources. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she said that she'd been wrestling with demons that are always lingering around. And I told her, well, if they're going to hang around, you best put them to work, right? No idle hands here, right? So, we have to remember that people here evolved through fear or they evolved through love. And if they evolved through fear, oftentimes they're terrified of change. They crave comfort so much, and predictability and control. It's why they hold on to depression and anger so much, and they get suicidal, and they get inflammation in the body that causes disease and all that stuff, because they're making choices around fear and lack all the time, and comfort. They create from that. So when they make choices and create from what they think and feel, do and say that are familiar, that is what we get, you know. The biggest helper with this is the ego, too. Listen, the ego gets a bad rap. The ego's not bad. It's necessary for you to be a unique expression in and of the divine wrapped in human form. However, your ego has a job, which is connecting you to the people, places, and things that support the way you see everything. Think of it as kind of like a personal assistant that organizes and brings to you the patterns of truth as you see it. So what that looks like is like, let's see, good men are hard to find. They're hard to come by. So the ego's like, okay, well, I'll just make sure you don't find any. And then, you know, or you say things like, I'm not sure what the problem is. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure no resources or solutions come to you, come to your mind. I'll just keep you blind and dumb. Okay, anything else? And, you know, and, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Well, okay, I'll just keep you in limbo here until you start opening up to creating some change, you see? So that is why the solution is to break out of comfort, accept, change, think better, and get excited about the journey. You know, embrace the change, work with the energies and the things around you, transmute them, start choosing things other than what you're used to, you know, with like expecting outcomes and predicting things like, you know, some kind of, we're out here casting spells like some kind of, you know, dysfunctional wizard. You know, we cast spells on ourselves of limitation, lack, and comfort all the time. That's literally in what we speak and think and feel that makes it or breaks it, because the creator and the ego are working together and got to be on the same page. It's their job to do what all you do and think and feel. So with that in mind, I'm going to give you Bashar's ancient universal formula for excitement, being your true self, and creating the life of your dreams. Okay, you ready? All right, step 1, act on your passion. Whatever is the most exciting to you in the moment, do that every moment that you can. Step 2, do this to the best of your ability. Take it as far as you can go until you can't take it any further. Step 3, act on your excitement and your passion with absolutely no insistence, assumption, or expectations of what the outcome should be. Step 4, choose to remain in a positive state, high vibe, regardless of what happens. Step 5, and this one's the big one, constantly investigate your belief systems. Release and replace the unpreferred beliefs, the fear-based beliefs, and the beliefs not in alignment with who you prefer to be, and I promise you, you will start to see changes in your creating, your manifesting every single day. It gets better from here, guys. This is it. That's the solution. I know that a lot of people preach on, a lot of people teach or preach on, you know, manifestation and things like that, but this is really simple stuff. You know, using our imaginations, enjoying the ride instead of, you know, the end of the ride when it stops. You know, we got to start really tapping into our creatorship, and you know, it's nice because we don't have to work as hard. And there's nothing wrong with working hard, but there's nothing wrong with manifesting either. I mean, you know, it's really better for everybody. It's just high vibe way of doing things. And now that our planet has shifted into more towards a, you know, 4 or 5D, like it's supposed to be, we have to shift with it. And so I hope that everybody will really examine their belief systems, their ideas, and just, you know, break out of the codependency of rewards and that kind of programming, and really just start enjoying and thriving in the day-to-day and enjoying, you know, just being a creator. So I hope that resonates with some of you. And if you are interested in dating help, I've got another video coming up this week. Ladies, it's your turn. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about what the worst things are that women do while they're trying to date. So anyway, I hope to see you all soon, and